back to my channel. I'm Athena. This is Stitching Goddess Designs. Welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're returning. Happy June. Happy Pride. Happy summer. Happy all the things. I'm excited for June. May is done. School is done. I'm ready to, I'm beyond, I was beyond done to be done fighting with the boys over grades and homework and getting up in the morning and all of the things. So happy it's summer. Happy, happy, happy. Summer is bringing so many exciting things for Black Needle Society, StitchCon, just all the things. Summer's gonna be so much fun, so busy, so crazy. I'm gonna blink and before I know it, it's gonna be mid-August and it's time for these kids to go back to school and I don't want to. Okay, so I promised I would be back this week. I am a day late because Memorial Day was Monday and everybody was home and chilling, and then you know, like I had my brother-in-law here. We were working on stuff around the house, and then my husband goes back to work yesterday, Tuesday, and I'm like, it's Monday, la 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 la, and like halfway through the day I'm like, oh, it's actually Tuesday, I should be filming today, and I didn't have it in me, so I'm a day late. Cause in vacation world, or what do you like, 3-day holiday world, this is Tuesday, although it's Wednesday. Whatever, it's June 2nd. It's Wednesday, it's a day late, it's totally fine. And hey, I might just get this up here and loaded tonight and surprise everybody. Even myself. Anyways, not a lot of, well, okay, backtrack. A lot of stitching was done this last week, but it's the kind of stitching I can't show you. I completed the Black Needle Society, Katie Landis's model that I was stitching for her, and I mean, I didn't count my stitches, but I went gangbusters, and I would say it was probably like 1,000 or more stitches this weekend that I put into it to get it finished. Super excited that it's done. Super excited it is in the hands of the designer, and it is, my part is done. Hey. I'll be excited if and when that is, or when, not if, when that is released to everybody and I can show you guys. So then after that, I picked up, and it was actually, I think it was already yesterday, it was June 1st, maybe it was Monday, maybe it was the 31st, I don't know. I picked up the one whip I can show you guys that I worked on. So, oh, you know what? Before I even get into stitchy things, squirrel. I usually do life updates first. Just blew right past all of that. I have had a crazy week. So, my oldest son just said he was moving out, and I take that with a grain of salt because he's been saying he's moving out for 2 years, and yeah, since he was 17, because, you know, he hates us and he's gonna leave us and blah 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 blah. But then it was like, okay, now I'm 18, so I should move out, so I'm gonna move out, and then he didn't. And so anyways, he said he's moving out. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then all of a sudden, like, he's like, yeah, I signed a lease and I'm moving out today. And I'm like, oh, you're really moving out? Okay. So he did. Him and my husband packed up all the things on Saturday and he moved out to Lee Summit. It's about 15-20 minutes away from us. Saturday was the day that Laura and Katie and I went up to Omaha to Reflections, so I wasn't actually here for all the packing and the moving and the goodbying, which is good because, you know, I hover and I'm like, yeah, and just the stress, whatever. It's better that I was gone and I let them handle all of that, and it's not like I'm never gonna see him again. He's over here all the time. In fact, he said, I'm going to be using all my money to pay rent, so do you think I could come and eat breakfast every day? Yeah, okay. But him moving out means that I have his room as my work studio, office, whatever. We're gonna put a bed in there so it can be a spare bedroom, or a guest bedroom. But I'm got my tables set up in there. They're no longer like cramped into my bedroom, so I can make t-shirts and move around in there, and it's great. I made a couple of t-shirts already yesterday and today, got them out the door, and it's been great working in there, so yay. My middle son got a job like the last 2 days before school ended. He's working at Walmart. He's like filling orders for people that do the online ordering and pick up. So, or delivery or whatever, but he's filling the orders. So he's working there full time, and he is saving up so that he can buy himself a newer car because he likes his car, but he wants a better car, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Also saving for college and all that. He'll be working that probably throughout the summer. I don't know if he's going to continue working it once school starts up. So excited for him. And then my youngest son shaved for the first time. Got rid of his little mustache, and I was like, oh. So Dad had to take him to the store, got a shaver, and some aftershave and all the things, and yeah. So exciting, momentous occasions this last week. It's not my middle son's first job. He's had a job before, but last summer, but it was just, yeah, he started a new job, one moved out, one is shaving, which is all the things happening. It's been crazy. So life updates. Yeah. So we went to Reflections, I mentioned in all of that. And so I do have a little bit of haul to show you guys. I didn't go crazy overboard because I'm going to StitchCon in literally 1 week from today. So I'm saving all my money in pennies and super excited. Beth from Busy Bee Stitches messaged me today, and she's like, so we're leaving in 1 week. So we were kind of talking about plans and stuff because I'm driving. She is in St. Louis, so I'm leaving from Kansas City, driving to St. Louis, staying at her house, then going on to Cincinnati the next day. So break it up into chunks because it's about 8 hours for me, so that'll be nice, and I get a travel companion the second half of the trip. Yay. Okay, we've never actually met in person, but we've known each other for over a year, right? So it'll be fun. And then I get to meet all the other people that I've met during this whole like Flosstube journey, and all the cross stitch community, all the people. Super excited. Sad that it can't be like everybody in one weekend, but excited for the people that I do get to meet. So yay. Okay, now on to stitching. Now that I'm done with life updates. Sorry, I didn't sit down with a script. I mean, I literally just like, it's like, I need to film. Let's go sit down and do it. So let me find my okay. This is what I've been working on. This was a whip goal for May, which is gone, but that's okay. Still working on it, so I just started it, but whatever. This is pattern number 3. This is the Little Stitch Girl Spooky Hollow series, the Monster Mash Dance Haul. So I have already done 1 and 2. Not sure if I've shown you guys this whip. I don't know if it got called in March Madness. I don't think it did. No, it didn't, because I just barely started on this pattern. So, okay. So this fabric I dyed myself after I started stitching. I was just so gung-ho to start this that I just grabbed a piece of fabric and started stitching, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna dye this first. So then I had like the sidewalk and the grass in, and I think some of this border, and I went ahead and I just dripped dye onto it. This is my first time kind of doing it that way. I didn't submerge it, I just dripped it, and it turned out great. So yeah, I've got pattern number 1, part of the border. This is a free border on littlestitchgirl.com. I think is let me make sure, littlestitchgirl.com/freebies. So if you go there, she's got a where am I at? She's got a free border so that you could stitch it all as one piece. And you can stitch it, there's 12, so you can stitch it like 4 by 3, 3 by 4, how, I don't know. I think I'm doing it 4 by 3. So I'll do 4 down and 3 rows. So that's how I have this. But there's number 1. A little skeleton and a ghost in the not skeleton, mummy. A ghost up in the window. Love it. And then there's number 2, which is brew cocoa. It's supposed to be coffee, but you guys know I like cocoa instant. And you guys just look at their hair. It's like a satin stitch. I love it. I love it. And then started on, so like it literally ended right here at her arm. So I've done all the grass and I've started on the barn. You can see. I think this one will go pretty fast because it is literally just, I mean, it's just a bunch of red for the barn. There's a skeleton and a mummy and a vampire inside the barn. But yeah, this one I think will go pretty fast. So, yay! So I have to get that whole pattern done. That was my goal, was to complete this one whole pattern and get that done. So I need to do that for my May goal. And then my other May goal, I did look it up, was 1,000 stitches in 100 hours. So I need to do that as well for May. And then she called, oops, my bad, I'm plugged in. It's like right behind me, so if I move even a little bit, I'm gonna yank this thing out of the wall or out of the iPad. Anyways, she called 1 and 17 for June. And I should have looked this up. I really should have. And I know it because I've already looked it up a couple of times even. I'm going to sit here blabbering and talking while we whip go 2021. And then we're going to look up me. And right there. Okay, so 1,000 stitches in Death by Cross Stitch is number 1. So I get to get that out. That's fun. I haven't touched that in a long time. And then number 17 is Scary Apothecary. So if you guys remember last week, I showed you the snail slime. So I do, and I remember I said, I was like, maybe I'll go gung-ho and get these finished before October. So because she called number 17, I get to finish another Scary Apothecary. So that was my goal, was to finish one whole thing, which, I mean, once I sit down and get dedicated and committed to those, and I might even take it with me to StitchCon, this is like days, like 1, 2, maybe 3 days, maybe, depending on how slow my stitchy bug is. So my stitchy bug is definitely back. I went gung-ho on that model. Jeez, words. Went gung-ho on the model. And then I went straight into this, like I didn't give myself a break. I went straight, like, because I didn't want to lose my momentum. So I went straight into Spooky Hollow. I've been working this morning, getting t-shirts done, running errands, getting groceries, you know, adulting. And then as soon as I'm done filming, I get this edited, which isn't much. I mean, I throw a beginning and an end on there and call it good. And then I will go back to stitching. So I did not get all my May Mania starts that I wanted. I didn't, in fact, do any more. Like, remember I said I was going to go gung-ho and just maybe start all the things. Yeah, I didn't do any of them. So they're all kitted up. They're all ready for me to eventually start someday. Maybe next May. Who knows? But they're ready. And I think that I'm going to spend June just doing my whip goes. Definitely want to pick up my 25/7 again. Seeing everybody posting their daily 25/7s on their stories is super fun. So I think that I'm going to join that back up again. Definitely want to get that going. Yeah, I may actually stitch, like, back up, stitch 25 minutes for yesterday, stitch 25 minutes for today, and then that way I can say, like, for the whole month of June, boom, going. So, because it's only June 2nd, so I've only missed one day. So I may do that. And then, oh, I wanted to show you that I have my Spooky Hollow in my super cute Judy bag. Judy's Project Bags and More on Facebook. And then she also makes these thread beds. So it's just some Velcro in there, and then the felt in there to hold all your bits and ends. So matching. Oh, it's super cute. Love it. So that's what I have my Spooky Hollow in. Then I was going to show you, so last week I showed you a bunch of FFOs that I did, but I didn't show you like all the rest of the stuff that I had picked up to do more various FFOs when I get to them. So I have this FO that I want to FFO, and I picked this up at Joann's. I'm sure it was on sale, but whatever. It's just, there's nothing special, nothing fancy going on. It's just a little hanger there, and it's like faux leather hanger, and it's just wood. So I'm gonna paint this black. Let's see if I can do this. Don't mind all of my chins right now. Gross. Okay. So finish this and then just stick that on there. I did get 2 of these, so it's a lot bigger than the actual piece, but that's okay, because once I'm gonna get some like spider fabric, I think, do a flat fold, finish it off with some spider fabric, make it even bigger, and then, you know, just put some spiders or whatever, some Halloween type stuff on the sides to fill it in. So I got that for that, and I did get 2 of them because the other one is double toil and trouble or something like that. It's like the cauldron, the one with the nose. It's another Lottie Da. This is a Lottie Da pattern. Something Wicked by Lottie Da. And I don't know what it's stitched on. I don't know. It's PTP something. But I have a lot of it left over. And I have a whole other half that I can stitch the other piece on. So, and then I picked this up. So this I thought would be fun. I don't know if this is the front or if this, I don't know. I mean, the knots are right there, so it makes you think that this is the back, right? But then the hanger is right here, so that makes you think it's the back. I don't know which one. I guess it's up to me, whichever one I want to do. But I got this for the monthly finishes. So I have, you know, the monthly finishes are pretty small. So I can either fit 1 or 2 on here, or I could just fit a bigger one on here, whichever. And then this is kind of over here out of the way. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I almost jerked my camera again. Okay, so I bought this, and then I had my husband modify it a bit, and I gotta clean it up. It's got fingerprints all over it from him changing it up. But, okay, so this is the front. This is the front. And when I bought it, this wood piece, it's just on there with screws, was facing out. So it says, you know, give yourself time to grow. But I had him flip it around so that I just have the white, or just have the black background there. And then this hanger thingy, okay, so there was one here, and then there was one, where is it? Okay, so maybe they were here and here. So here and here, And so it was hanging, you know, so you could hang it this way. I had him change it to hang it this way, so we modified it. He modified it. So it can hang this way, and what's going to be perfect right here, especially because this is metal, so all I have to do is put a magnet on the finished piece, is those Country Cottage Needleworks monthly ones, the monthly samplers, where they're kind of long ways. They're like a banner, band sampler going long ways. So that's what I have this for. Once I get them finished, finish them there. So, I mean, you see something and you're like, okay, I could totally use this. But I just don't want those words there. What can I do? So look and see how it's attached. If it's just attached by screws and it's not like glued, or it's not going to be anything totally damaging to modify it, then grab it and modify it. I didn't like that it was hanging sideways. I knew I wanted it to hang this way. And again, those were just screws. So my husband just unscrewed them and went with them. So super easy to modify. If you see something the size or the shape that you want, don't be discouraged by what's on it. You can paint over it. Like that other tile one that I finished, I just spray painted it. My husband spray painted it, whatever. I'm gonna paint this one, and I'm gonna paint those other ones black too. So, or maybe even like a gray. Maybe I'll like put it black and then smudge on some gray. I don't know. Make it spooky looking. This, I'm super excited. So I got this. It's got little hooks. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the hooks, or even if they're gonna stay. But I thought that this would be super fun for the Truckin' Along series. So I'm gonna paint this so it's a neutral, either white or gray, or because it's green right now, so I don't love the green. But all of them are stitched on black fabric, so I'm probably not gonna do black, just so that it doesn't black on black. But a white or a gray. I don't know, maybe I'll even have him sand it and it'll just be a wood finish. We'll see. But I'm gonna put the monthly part here, where it just says, you know, May. It just says the word May. I don't know if I have one sitting here next to me, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Yes, I do. Okay, so it's two parts. So you have the May piece, and then you have the truck piece that has the truck and all the other stuff in it. So the May is going to go up here, or January, or whatever. The month is going to go up here, and then I'm going to flat finish the truck piece and then just kind of set it in here. And then I can have the shelves to either display other monthly finishes or just throw in. So like May has got some flowers, and it's got an American flag, so I can just get some Americana type stuff and display it in there, and then have the May piece sitting in there as well. So I'm super excited about that. Not 100% on the dimensions, but I will definitely make sure before I'm like, I think that I can get it in there though, because even this one like goes up, so I can get it in there if I need to. Pretty sure. So I'm super excited about that find. That's cute. I'm excited for that finish. So that's what it's like. Once I start seeing and visualizing the finishes, it makes me a little bit more gung-ho for getting the stitching done. So those were all my like little finishing pieces that I picked up that I wanted to show you. I was gonna pick up a couple more pieces when I was at Michael's today. They had this whole like greenery boxes or something like that, spring greenery or something like that. They were just boxes, empty wood boxes, I guess, that you could plant little herbs or even succulents or something in them for your garden. So, but they were all 50% off, and they were just wood boxes. I mean, there was nothing fancy about them. They were just wood boxes, and they had a nice finish to them, a stain to them. So I was going to pick up some of those, but then I was like, oh, I don't exactly have anything planned. Calm down. Like, I don't like picking up all of these pieces and then I don't have a plan for them, and they're just clutter in your home. Although I do have a whole extra room now. So haul from Reflections. Okay, first and foremost, Julie McConnell is the owner of Reflections, and her husband does woodworking type stuff that she sells there. And this is like super unique, and I just love it. And I love that it's handmade and something he does for her shop, and that's just cool. So I picked this up. He made it with just a yardstick ruler. Even the middle piece is the yardstick, so then you just put, grab one more piece of wood, glue it all together, and then he's got these cute little feet. The rest of them there at the store do not have feet on them. This is the only one that was there that did, so I don't know if he's planning on making more like that, but I just love this. This is a super cute little end thing to sit next to your stitchy spot and put all your little trinkets in. Might just display stuff. I don't know, but I like it, and it's cute, and yeah, so I picked that up. I've picked that up the last 3 or 4 times that I've been there, handled it, put it back down. So this time I was like, oh, I'm doing it. Because previous times I had stacks of things. I'm like, I don't need to add more. This time I did not have very much. So I posted this in my stories. I don't know if you caught it or not, but when we got there, my back was killing me. I had brought the just one more stitch blanket, and so I could be because I wasn't driving this time, Katie drove, and so I was riding passenger. I was all comfy cozy with my blanket, and my back was killing me when we got there, so I grabbed my blanket, walked to the back of her store where she's got tables and there's empty space, laid out my blanket and just laid on the floor, and was just oh, because when your back is hurt, if you just lay on a hard surface, it feels so good. So at least it does for me. I went in and I did that, and I just laid there. I was like, okay, I just gotta lay here for about 10 minutes and then I'll be good. So Katie and Laura were just like, ooh, this is cool. Ooh, you might like this. And they were just bringing me things, showing me things while I'm laying on the floor. And it's oh, that's cool. So I had personal shoppers became part of the trip while we were there. So I will show you what Katie grabbed for me. She grabbed this one, Sweet Tomb from Rovaris, and I love it. It's super cute. This is another one of those long skinny finishes that I could get one of those boxes for, and then it's got a charm. Skull and crossbones. Rovaris has always got charms with hers. Love, 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 love that one. And then, I don't remember. I think Katie brought this one to me as well. I don't remember if I picked it up or if Katie brought it. I think Katie did, though. This is a new to all of us. Even Julie McConnell at Reflections is yeah, it's a new designer that I saw on her distributor. So Primrose Cottage Stitches. And it says designed by Lindsay White. So, and I just love it. Love it. It looks like one of those subway art type things. So 1776. So then I looked at the back, and it calls for only one specialty floss, and I did love the colors of it as well. And then all of the blues and the white are DMC, so all different blues. And then the red, I was like, well, I may have to grab my own red depending on what red she calls for. Nope, she called for the perfect red, Louisiana hot sauce. I freaking love this red. This is by Weeks Dye Works. I love Louisiana hot sauce. It is the perfect red. Love it. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch that up at some point. I don't know when. I might be in the mood to start it for the 4th of July. Maybe. I always like to stitch the season in the season. So some people will start stitching Christmas stuff in July so that they have the Christmas stuff done and ready to display for Christmas. That's the smart way to do it in actuality. I don't like to actually stitch Christmas until it's December. So I start it in December and hopefully maybe by next Christmas it'll be ready to display. This one Lara brought over to me, and she's like, ooh, well, actually she was talking about how pretty this butterfly was and how it was, and I was like, ooh, what color is it? And then she started describing it to me, and I was like, oh. So my bathroom in my master bedroom has got some butterflies, and they are blues and grays and stuff. So when she described it, I was like, oh, that'll match my bathroom. So yes, and I think it is just called Queen Butterfly. She doesn't really have like titles, although it says Queen Butterfly on the back, so yeah, that might be it. I really just flashed you the pattern a little bit. That's okay, just one little piece. But yeah, I love it. So it's gonna be in my bathroom, and then Queen Butterfly, I love it. And then it does have this, I'm trying to not show you the pattern. Focus. It's got a crown charm, so that's fun. And yeah, I just love it. Love it. There's the charm right there. Cute, 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 cute. That's it. That was all my haul. No wait, one more. I lied. This is the one I picked up myself. Shannon Christine, of course. Of course. And it's not variegated, so like I might just choose out some variegated blues and reds to make that variegation type thing happen. But yeah, she calls for multiple blues, and then you stitch the variegation, like the gradient. The words. Stars and stripes. Super cute. Love it. And one thing about her patterns is they always stitch up. Like this is like a digital mock-up, but it's going to stitch up really cute. I know it is. I'm not sure what those stars are. We've got a blue, a red, a white, an earth gray. I wonder if that's what the stars are, the earth gray. I'll have to look and see. I'll have to pull the colors. Sometimes I do color conversions for her charts as well. So, now I'm done. Okay, I want to thank you guys all so much for the amazing comments and support and all the love last week on my video. And candid talks are necessary, and the more we normalize talking about it and getting it out there, I think the more it'll become normal to talk about it. It shouldn't be something like, I mean, I feel like it is a big deal, and it is takes courage to like come out and say that, you know, if you're suffering from breast cancer, or if you're having a surgery, or you know, whatever medical health issue that you have going on, it takes courage to get out there and say it, but it is said a lot more than people coming out and saying, I suffer from depression, I suffer from anxiety, just bear with me. So, anyways, I already did my whole spiel last week. Go and watch it if you haven't watched it. I'm definitely, I know, like, my videos are, I put on this happy, bubbly, but that, you know, that's another side of depression and anxiety, is the faces that we put on so that we seem normal to the public and the world. Look at Robin Williams is like the poster child, like, in my opinion, of somebody who was overly happy, always ready to make everybody laugh. Just never in a million years would think that somebody so happy all the time would suffer from depression. But it's the faces we put on. So I am on the mend. I'm getting better. I'm excited for StitchCon next week. Still suffering a little bit of hard to get out of bed in the morning, and kind of had a tough day yesterday, but have super amazing friends who were able to, you know, come over here and do a little pick me up. But thank you, Katie and Laura. But yeah, it's a day-to-day thing. You know, take your meds, do what works for you, all the things. But thank you everybody for the love and the support and the comments, and I read all the comments. I didn't get a chance to sit down and like comment on all the comments. I might do that as I'm like uploading this video, but I have read them all, and thank you guys so much. Yeah. I'm not good with emotional bleh. Okay, anyways, I hope to see a lot of you next week at StitchCon, and now I'm just rambling, so short one. Look, one take. I don't even have to splice videos together. 35 minutes. Done. Next week, hopefully I'll have a lot more stitchy stuff to show you. I don't have any Harry Potter haul this week either. No magical haul. I'm looking around for things I can show you, but I don't got anything. We're getting ready to pack up Magicals, the Frog Lords box, so that's super exciting. And but anyways, next week I'll have a stitchy haul to show you. I will film on Tuesday. I leave on Wednesday, so that'll be before the day before I leave for StitchCon. I'll be filming, and then the next week will be after I come back from StitchCon. Super excited to show all of the things, talk about all of the things. Yeah, okay. Yeah, rambled for a whole entire minute. Bye.